G'day guys, if you're enjoying the MacPack podcast half as much as we're enjoying bringing it to you, the best way that you can help us out is by passing it on to a friend.
That's right. Share a little clip or send them the full show and say, skip to this minute mark for the greatest laugh of your of your Friday. Brighten up their Friday by sending them a link to the MacPack.
Exactly right. Alright, we've just got a pissing funny story to get things kicked off this week, but it does venture into a bit of a scope that might be a little bit messy.
Yeah, we just recorded it, but we thought we'd give you a little disclaimer before we get into it.
But absolutely sit through it because it is one of the funniest stories we've ever told on the podcast. So if you can just white knuckle it and get through.
Yeah, if you're about to eat your breakfast, just hold off.
Especially if it's peanut butter.
G'day, welcome to the MacPack.
We're back.
My name's Jamie Kenner, and to my left this week in order, the man on the panel who has least recently been sick. It's my little brother Joe. How are you, Joe boy?
Yes, I haven't been sick, but I am sitting next to two blokes who has been.
Where has been?
It has been. And all right, coming in at 6'1", he's as each and every week. It's the baby brother of the pack, who we call Junior Boy. Junior Boy, how are you, mate?
That's right. 2 different degrees of sickness on the same show. What's going on?
We'll get into that off the top. It's been a burly week for a few of us. We're also discussing our footy predictions because the season is near upon us.
Bounce down.
Very exciting indeed. Joey, you being harassed?
I've been harassed at work.
At this incorporation here. We've also got an airport hero.
That's right.
And we're chatting about all things radio to finish stuff off today, boys. It's a massive ep. Let's get into it. Boys,
Brother Domingos.
How are we all? Are we all well?
I never thought I would sit in this chair again.
Or should I
So
say,
true. Shit in this chair.
how are you? Or should I say, upper kabah?
And I
does
say,
that mean?
Diwali.
What's Akbar Kabah?
It's, I mean, how are you?
In
Oh,
In Bahasa, Indonesia.
right.
no need for the
Because
accent.
that's where, I'm just saying the words out there. Said. That's where Riley's been.
It is.
As we talked off, not on the last episode, but on the last episode. That we
Yeah, how
were
good was
here.
Luke Heggie? Hope you all enjoyed
Oh,
Luke
Luke
Heggie.
Heggie.
There we go.
He came in at a really good time for us as well. Gave us all a nice break because I've been sick as all fuck basically all week. This is the first time I left the house in a week. So
Yeah, and you were sick on your birthday of all days,
yeah, that was grim.
which is the day you're most likely to die.
Really?
Yeah, on your birthday.
Well, we survived.
Why?
I think it's because like on your birthday, people do go out and hit the town and stuff.
Or like go skydiving for your birthday.
Yeah, yeah,
Go shark diving.
yeah. Or just
Rob that
get
bank.
sick. yeah.
Run through someone's house.
Yeah, I guess it's a day where you're probably like doing stuff, not sitting at home
Well, I didn't do anything.
wallowing.
I had to call in. I called in sick, and then I lay on the couch for basically 12 hours.
How was calling in sick on your birthday?
Well, I'd
do they
call-
know?
Yeah.
Well, I'd
surely.
called in sick. I was sick the day before,
Oh,
Setting up the lie.
nice, dude.
which helped. I went for
you
a
gonna
very.
put that sick accent on the whole time to stick with the lie.
I was so unwell. But no, I went pretty well. I wasn't sure if they knew it was my birthday, so when I just messaged her, I said I'm not feeling any better today, so I'll burn another sick day today.
And then she replied.
And then my boss replied, very, very nice, and they are very trustworthy. And like, why would I lie? I think I've taken one sick day
yeah.
in it's like to a year and a half that I've been.
He's
here.
only just realised he can lie about this.
And she replied, "No worries at all. Like, rest up. Hope you're going all right, and happy birthday." And I was like, "Oh, that's quite
That's
nice.
nice.
It's quite a nice message. So I appreciate that." And then I proceeded to just like lay on the couch like a
Yeah.
fucking vegetable.
All right.
Taylor was very nice about it though. She decorated all downstairs and yeah, very, very nice little setup because I didn't go
Yeah,
anywhere.
and balloons are here.
We had to cancel. Yeah,
Some healthy
balloons.
air around you.
So many balloons. The balloons are still kicking. I think she regrets doing the balloons because it's been 6 days since they're about 6 days, 5 days since her birthday, and the balloons.
And it kind of kills the vibe of the decorating if 2 days later you're just stomping on them.
yeah.
You're popping them again.
So yeah, but it's good. You thought you were gonna die though.
I was close to death. Yep. Went to Bali. Survived 2 days. What a good 2 days it was in Bali. And then, got the Bali belly. Got the belly, the titular belly.
We
dude.
did flagged this as being not only
Yeah,
possible but probable
High risk.
before you left.
And I was the only one out of the boys who was taking all the precautions, had all the medicines with me, was religiously taking Traveland before every meal. But no, it reared its ugly head and it got me no matter what.
Got
Do you have any
bad.
idea what got you?
Nah, not really. Like, I ate the same food as all the boys. We went out that night, had a good night, got home. Then I did something that I didn't do the nights before, which was I washed my hands and then I flossed.
Oh, it's like
yeah.
residual water.
I reckon like maybe like my fingertip or something in my mouth.
Fuck.
and I
I
flossed.
feel
it's
it
like-
in my fingers. I feel it in my floss.
And then within 2 hours, we were all awake. It was like 4:30 a.m. We were pulling pranks on some of the boys that had fell asleep.
Yeah.
And your
then-
friend was to vomit on top.
And then we were literally about to like go to bed. Like everyone was in the bathroom getting ready. And then I was like, oh,
Whoopsies.
I just had like something move in my tummy.
The parasite.
I'm pregnant.
And the boys were like, no, if it's Bali belly, like, you'll know, dude. You'll know. You'll be fine. And then I lay down in the bed. And then 2 hours later,
We all knew.
I got up to do a poo. And as I was halfway through the poo,
Good.
black projectile.
Oh, well
started.
sat.
Oh, I quickly got up.
Oh,
and then I ran to the shower.
The double ender.
To the shower, like pants akimbo.
So you're doing a shuffle?
Akimbo in Indonesian means round my leg, round my feet.
Were
Not
you doing
really.
a shuffle?
Yeah, it was a quick shuffle. It was
Like ankles, so your pants are around your ankles.
an electric slide of sorts.
A moonwalk. Who's moonwalking?
To the shower, and like the poo was like so sonic.
Was at that point the poo was projecting you to the
Yeah, and
to
then,
the
like,
shower?
I had a shared bathroom with two of the boys and then
Two
my
lucky
mate
guys.
as well.
Yeah, I hate to see
So it was a 4-man bathroom, and then I
Yeah.
remember hearing one of the boys wake up and just like be like, "You're right." I was like, "No."
You've been exercised. Your head is spinning around and you're floating.
That's so fun.
And then
It's
he-
like a scene out of Alien.
And then he yelled out my other mate's name. He was like, "Oi, like, wake up!" Like, as he's like, it's his responsibility to help me. And I was me standing there.
Are you standing in the shower?
Yeah,
At this point.
with nothing on and he's jocks around his ankle.
Me standing there,
Oh.
pants. Yeah.
Were you
I'm
wearing
gonna
a
keep my
shirt?
pants off at this point because there was vomit going all over them from the splash.
You wearing
pad.
a shirt or
So
are you
I'm wearing a
completely nude?
shirt, cock out.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny, Winnie the Pooh.
He's
Not
Winnie-
Bugs Bunny. Bugs
he's
Bunny
Win-
is fully
he's
nude. Winnie the Pooh.
Poohing. He's Winnie
And
the
I've got
Poohing
a
it.
pooey
He's Winnie the
bum.
Pooh and vomiting.
Yeah, so I've got cock out, pooey bum, and then my mate's like
Yeah.
yelling like, "Go help him!" And I'm like, "No,
Yeah.
don't come in here,
At
please."
this point, cock is the only part of you that's not exploding.
Can we get a... Give it a moment. Your friend's coming. Can we get a rhyming slang for the friend just so we can picture who it is?
Which friend? The one that's yelling or my mate?
Both.
The one
would be
that's
ideal.
yelling, lolly,
Okay, yeah, cool. That helps, yeah.
and the other one, Froby.
Yeah, cool. All right. Kevin Bryant's joining us. Nice. That's cool.
Yeah,
All right, yeah, cool. Right. Froby wouldn't have been a great deal of assistance.
Froby slept through the whole thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
He said he woke
Otherwise,
up a couple of times, but yeah, threw up like
It would have
yeah.
sounded like a nightmare. It was
like Jake
occurring.
said, like on the half an hour or whatever. Yeah, luckily mine was more of a sprint stage, so I was going on the 20-minute
Right.
for the,
That's good. You don't have time to settle back into sleep.
Yeah, like from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m.
It's a
And
lot,
then-
isn't it?
Yeah, and then the doctors came, and then I got the IV drip, which I was seriously against getting because my GP told me when I asked my GP, should I get the Bali IV? He said, if you're in a state where you need an IV drip to like get through, come home. That's what he said.
Right.
He was like, you shouldn't be overseas if you're in that state.
If you're enjoying this week's episode of the podcast, the best thing that you can do to show us a little bit of support is to share it with your mates. Whether it's a story on Instagram, a private message to a pal,
A DM.
slide into those DMs, do whatever you need be, or even just like message your mum and be like, these guys, they swear a lot, but like
I prefer Gmail as well.
they mean,
Gmail
yeah,
works.
Gmail's good.
Gmail's good.
It's slow, like it's a very slow and formal
work.
way.
I click on any link I get. In my Gmail.
Yeah, nice, fair enough. So yeah, chuck it on your Instagram story or send it to a mate. But whatever you do, we just want to grow this little baby pack.
Fantastic. And then every week you can chat about the pack with your pack.
There you go. Exactly.
I think was he more thinking like from an alcohol?
No, I
poisoning?
told him Bali belly point of view. Anyway, so then it was grim from that, and then I stayed in the hotel for the next 4 days, or the villa. And I was so petrified of eating or drinking that I only had bottled water, Sprite, Gatorade.
Yeah, the
You
essentials.
did a detox.
Yeah, an accidental detox, and then
Did you weigh yourself before you left?
yeah, I lost around like 4.5, 5 kilo.
That's why I am actually considering going.
It's like when you had salmonella. You
Yeah.
became a lean rig.
Well, it was the worst couple of weeks, but
After.
the aftermath, I did body match for a while. That was equally as painful,
Yeah,
but took twice.
Yeah,
as
I'd
long.
rather have a bad 3 days.
I'll wrap this up soon so we stop talking about vomit and poo, but I've got a little bit more to get through. So obviously I stopped throwing up, but then was just so petrified of eating that I was like, I can't eat and I'm not going to like drink or go out anywhere. So I just stayed in the villa. And then it got to like the Thursday afternoon and I hadn't eaten for 72 hours. And I was like, oh, I just definitely need to eat something. Like, so then I walked out of the villa for the first time in 72 hours. And the smell of the streets and stuff.
It's a
just,
beautiful place.
like,
isn't
really
it?
hit me. It is a third world country, so you can't expect too much. The people, though, lovely. Balinese people, some of the best people I've ever met.
Yeah.
So lovely. But then, yeah, it just stunk. And then by the time I got back to the villa, in 10 minutes, I
This
was
is where
like,
they live.
I walked in.
You really need to help these people out.
I walked,
Let's get them to clean water.
yeah, legit, man. Honestly, poor guys. Anyway, so then I walked back inside and I was like, I walked into my mate's room and I said, how can I change my flight? I was like, the next time I'm leaving this villa is only to go to the airport.
There you go. He's a man of his
And
word.
then we did that. And then the day of travel came. And I was feeling good. It was Friday afternoon. Me and my good friend decided to cut the trip short, come home early. We were both not feeling good. And then
Because by this point, everyone, practically everyone had gotten sick as well. Like
every
you were the
turn-
first soldier to go down, but
Yeah.
the whole battle on like finished pretty quick. Like
The war continued.
Yeah.
like 24 hours.
Yeah. So then I was like, all right, let's go home. So he had the shits. But he was in a good enough state to travel. So we decided to travel.
Diapers on, ready to go.
And the doctor, the IV drip doctor gave me 11 different pills to take. So I was taking them religiously. So they're the only sort of food
Yeah.
that was
Nice.
Time for lunch.
going down my gob. And then I had 2 charcoal tablets left, which was meant to stop diarrhea.
Oh, yeah.
Or slow it or whatever. So I took that before
Yeah.
the flight, just so in case we were airborne, there wouldn't be any more diarrhea. Anyway. And
Man of the people.
and then
It's like the meme of the guy in the corner.
and then
It's like you sitting on the corner of the plane. These guys don't know I took charcoal to stop my diarrhea for them.
that's it. Anyway, and then it got to the point where I was like, I noticed I hadn't farted since I started getting Bali belly as well because all my farts
Because they've all just been conversions.
they were just
yeah.
the hit rate was so high. There wasn't any such thing as gas. It was all liquid.
Yeah.
And then
Eliminated one state of matter
so
from your intestine.
so the charcoal tablets worked a treat, and they worked from the morning that I caught the flight, then got back to Perth in the Arvo on Friday. It was 3:30, 4 p.m. Got home, and we're about to get in the taxi, and my good friend just booked the DD, and we were walking over to it, and I said, I don't know if I like DDs more than Ubers because I think DDs have a bit of a smell to them. They're not as clean.
Oftentimes,
Ubers are just
they
very
do
clean.
both. Yeah.
But DDs just have a bit of a smell to them. And then I farted
Right.
as we were putting the bags in the boot. Boot was akimbo.
I don't think you know
And
That's
that.
I
really-
quite literally sharted.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, ooh.
Don't worry
and
about the
then-
smell in the
Yeah,
car.
these stinks.
And then slammed my bag in the boot. And I said, ooh. And then my friend was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I've definitely just shot myself. He was like, but we were so just like wanted to get home. You know, been in Bali for like a week, wanted to just get home. Both so sick. So he just shut the door and was like,
The smell would be horrific.
he was like, just get in.
How much?
And he shut the door.
way.
How much are we
Get
talking?
in.
I didn't know at this point how much. And I
Oh, you
shut
get
the
a
door.
general feel as it's dripping down your legs.
And it's straight diarrhea, right? Anyway, so
Oh, warm seats.
so I shut the door. And then
Imagine being the drop.
I got all of this on
Imagine being the
GoPro
next
as well. I
passage.
was filming all of this. So sonic sound and all. Anyway, so he shut the door and was like, shut up, just get in. And I was like, all right. And then he walked behind me and he was like, oh, you never let him shut yourself.
You can see it.
I was wearing like grey Nike sweatpants and you could see straight through them.
With a big brown swoosh.
Oh my god. So did you get in?
Just do it. Yeah, and then I just climbed in the back and said,
No way.
can I crack the window? And he was like,
Who,
I've
your
got-
mate or the
no,
driver?
The DD driver was like, I've got the aircon going. And I was like, yeah, that wasn't the question. For both of us, can I crack the window?
Are you sitting in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And then I cracked the window down.
Go get
And he wasn't very
changed.
happy about that. But then we drove home.
I bet he would have been in a sec.
And I was Snapchatting my mate who was sitting in the front. I was like, how's the smells up the front? And he was like, all good, bro. He was like, you're right. Like the DD already smells pretty rough. Like we're in the clear.
Yeah, I've been in some bad smelly cars, but never
And then, he
that
was,
bad.
and then it was just like a matter of when you get out of the car, just make sure you're facing
Otherwise,
direction so,
front on.
so the driver can't see it.
You're
And-
moonwalking again.
and check the seat to see if there's any.
Residual.
What are you
Yeah.
going to do if there is? Lick it.
I don't even know, man. Anyway, I got out and there was a little bit on the seat, but not enough to, not enough to alarm anyone. And then I got out and then grabbed my bag out the back. Thanks, mate. Have a good one. Shut the door and then walked inside and then realised
Facing
that-
him the whole time.
Yeah.
Just walking backwards, never losing eye contact.
And then got inside and then went to the toilet. And there was a lot more than I'd imagined.
Boys, very excitingly, Udi have jumped on board. They're supporting the Macpac. We are supporting them. They're giving us the opportunity to give you 15% off
Oh, wow.
an Udi.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Talk about a bargain. It's winter, you're cold, you don't want to spend big. We got 15% off your very first Udi or your second.
You can get as many bloody Udis as you want, I believe. You
That's
get 15% off.
That's huge.
All you got to do is head to the link in our bio. There is a nice, juicy link sitting there that simply says 15% off an Udi. Click that one, you idiots. And you're away. You start saving
Oh, yeah.
immediately.
That's huge.
Rug up for winter with 15% off your next Udi purchase. Alrighty, boys. The footy season is nearly upon us. And as we have made a tradition of doing each and every year, we are going to give our predictions. I forget which ones we do. We normally do Brownlow,
Brownlow,
Premier,
Premier, Wooden Spoon.
Wooden Spoon,
Rising
Rising
Star.
Star are usually the four that we do.
Let's do them.
We've normally done next to no preparation. Somehow
Yeah.
I think this time around we've done even less than that. So let's kick things off. And the thing is, they're very rarely are they accurate, but hopefully they're a little bit humorous come September
yep.
and we can tune back in. What do I want to start with? Let's go Rising Star. Who's the
Oh, Rising Star. Now this one is tricky.
Are you familiar with any names before we even get into the Rising Star?
I know that GWS have a big. They got some good young players, and the one I'm going to nominate is Mr. Off, Jack Off. Jack Off. He
Is that
plays
his
for Jack Off. He plays for GWS.
What's his surname? OF.
Off. OUGH.
Oh, the jack off.
First name Jack.
I was unfamiliar with the jack off till right now, but
I can't find him anywhere. Are we sure this is not a made up?
Yeah, GWS Giants. That's him.
where did he get drafted?
Jack, number 28.
Oh, Jack.
He'll be
Off.
a midfielder.
Hey, it checks out. What number is he?
Number 18. Or maybe no, 28. He is 18.
Right, there you go.
I reckon he could be good. I think so. I saw a little promo video that GWS did
Okay.
with their rookies, and I thought they were making them read out
Fake
names. But turns out it is his real name, and he seems fine with it. So
Jack
good on
off
him.
was followed by Mike. Oh, Michael.
What about yourself, Junior boy?
Look, I'm going to go crazy this year, boys. I'm going to go really crazy. This is going to be a needle in a haystack. But very own Corpus Christi lad has been selected
He's in the VFL
for the
side.
Collingwood VFL side, which
Yeah.
makes him eligible to be selected for the Collingwood AFL side. Is that correct, Jake?
Not currently, no.
Oh.
But potentially like mid-season pickup.
That's huge. Josh Brown could come through hard and get the rising star.
He could. He looked
He
sensational.
could win it next year.
We played.
Because do you win it based off of your one round that you win
No.
But
You
you
just
get
get
nominated in a round.
by
Yeah.
that round?
Yeah,
But it's your year's performance.
yeah, correct.
So it would
There's no-
make
if
it
someone
tough
just
if he only played half of the year in the
Or half
ones.
a game.
yeah.
All right, then maybe I'll go with Jack off. But yeah, Josh Brown.
Okay, I like. No, he played really well in the little pracky match the other day. He knocked Matty Rao down, which takes a little bit of strength. I'm gonna go. There's some cool names. I like Isaac Kako just for his name. 'Cause
Kako?
I'm whacker for Kako. But I think Levi Ashcroft.
Oh, yeah. That other Ashcroft's guy's brother.
Yeah.
The thing I noticed with footy,
Where's
during
he
the
playing?
season, I know everyone. But then a few months off, I can't remember anyone's name.
Yeah. So Levi hurdled the fence on grand final day to celebrate with his brother. Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Any recollection of that? No.
Not really.
Well, there you go.
What's his brother's name?
Will.
Will.
Yeah, Will Ashcroft.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
That checks.
Jack off.
Because apparently
Jack Ashcroft.
he's even better than him.
Well, there you go. We'll soon find out.
Huge if true.
All right.
Who got picked number one in the draft this year?
It's questions without answers. Love
It's
it.
always someone you don't know.
No.
And then they're good.
They're
and then you
good.
know them.
Yeah, because the scouters are good at picking that.
Yeah, scouters are pretty good at what they do.
Give me a second.
Here we go.
Any guesses?
Corey Warner's a chance.
Ashton, is he old enough?
Sam Layla, who broke
Oh,
his
the lads.
he broke his jaw in a game the other day, and
At a
Jacob
nightclub.
Smith, who was the third pick, has recently, only as recent as yesterday at time of recording, has done his ACL, so he'll miss.
Fantastic.
wow.
Good work, scouts, you morons.
Injury prone.
That's so
Poor guy.
harsh. That is so
Last
harsh.
jaw and Mr. Can't Walk.
Class of 06 are really struggling.
That is so.
Come on, boys, lift.
That is so
Yeah.
harsh. Have a look at Kako. Kako looks a little bit like.
Anyone who can play a full game?
Does Kako look a little bit like the guy from Santa Claus, the main elf?
Yeah, he does.
What's his name?
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's chill.
Bernard. Bernard.
Yeah, Nick Cromwell's is his actor name.
Only you would know that.
His real
Bernard.
life.
No, because I did a Santa Claus tri-header over multiple days. I rewatched all of them.
That was last weekend.
Interesting fact about the guy who plays the second elf in charge.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, the small lad.
the smaller dude who was in Cat in a Hat.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
You know,
yes.
he was married to Grace Tame.
Who's that? Which
Grace
one's that one?
Tame?
She's like some political.
She Thunberg's mate.
No,
Oh,
she's like
she's one of the Bergs.
she's like an Australian activist / runner, and Spencer Breslin was married to her. It's just the most random
Power
couple in this guy.
What the fuck?
And then Grace Tame is just a political activist that is in.
Oh, I do know her.
yeah,
Yes.
she's like famous, right? And then
Yeah.
she was married to the elf guy. It just makes the world goes around in a funny way sometimes.
to say the least.
Yeah, so I got Spencer Breslin winning it all.
We're trying to talk
What are we
about
doing?
footy. And Joe has somehow spun
You
it.
brought up elf.
To be
or
activist
Santa Claus.
related.
Who wins the Brownlow, I guess, if that's okay, Joey? Or the Oscar or whatever elf award you
It's
want to
got to
make
be
this?
Patrick Cripps, three
The Brownlow.
votes at the end of the day.
It's got to be someone else who plays for Carlton because I don't think Patrick Cripps will get any votes.
Oh, hot take.
It will be a mad recorrection.
Right. I'm going to go Nick Dacos. Heavy on Nick Dacos. I just don't see a world in which... Last year he won. He beat the record. So he would have broken the record and won the Brownlow with a record amount of votes. And he lost. So I just
Yeah,
can't
it
work
does
out.
suck.
And we didn't play finals. Collingwood didn't play finals yet.
Nah.
Anyway, so I think this year he just has to. The only reason he couldn't, and I would hate to, we're going to touch so much wood here, but is if he had a season-ending injury or he got reported for
How's the plan of
Something
fasciitis treating him?
apparently all good, apparently all locked
sweet.
and loaded.
Yeah, we'll go Nick Dacos then.
I am not going to go Nick Dacos.
I'll give you a list of
Let's
people just
see.
really quickly.
I don't think he'll win it.
based
I
on
think-
what
His plan of
He's had his
fasciitis.
chance.
he's had his chance. He's
He's in
21.
year 3.
I reckon.
Year 4
I
now.
love when Joe starts to really scroll as well.
Yeah.
In the 501.
Where's Chad Warner sneaking in this?
George Hewitt.
It could be.
Don't know who that is.
He plays for Carlton, George Hewitt.
I reckon. Nah. Zach Butters.
Okay, yeah. That could
If he
work.
doesn't like
He just
go
loves-
crazy.
Yeah, he
He
loves,
loves
hitting
bashing someone.
people. Yeah. So that could be a sneaky chance. I don't mind that. So we got 2 for Slick and then 1 for
Butters.
Big Butters. Lovely. Let's go. Who's the worst team in the comp this year, lads?
It's got to be West Coast.
You reckon?
Hopefully.
Hot take.
But don't they reckon they're contenders?
Is it North on the up?
North are on the
Or
off.
maybe Adelaide Crows.
Who came third last this year?
Oh, why would
Come on. Who came third last? Just say the ladder in order. Chop.
Come on, bro. Obviously,
Yeah,
going
and
with
what was it? What was the percentage for and against and goal scored?
what?
And who did they pick up this offseason?
Yeah, who's their scouter?
How's their
What is their opinion on the Santa Claus trilogy?
Bottom 4 finished in the AFL, most likely.
Oh, I got Richmond. Richmond will be my worst.
Yes, I was going to say Richmond are probably unlikely to win 3 games. I think
Yeah.
they'll win sub 3 games, which is pretty sad, but
Rip the Tigers?
they had a good run. North look like they're definitely on the up. I think North will be better than St Kilda, probably better than Essendon, probably better than the Crows. I think North
Yeah.
are going to play some real good footy this year.
That's huge.
Who are we locking in? You're going Richmond?
Richmond.
I'm going Richmond.
Yep, the mighty Tigers.
Okay, to sit at the bottom of the ladder. Just to check. And what about who wins the whole fucking thing, lads? Who is the premier for 2025?
The Black and White Army. Is there a question about them, boys?
I'm going to go with Flag Mantle.
Oh, wow. I think you've done this a few times now.
Because when I get it,
You will
I'm
look
going to
like
be
a
down
hero.
there partying with them.
You will look like a hero. Hart says Collingwood. But I think GWS, I reckon last year were the best team in the competition. They were beating Brisbane late. They were beating Sydney late. They basically beat. They were in front of everyone that played in the finals, and they just fucking choked. Like they just couldn't
Yeah, and they had a big lead,
keep a lead. In
which is
either
why I
of those
don't think they
fixtures.
can do it.
And
The team that can is.
I think they were the best team in the comp, and they just got undone.
And they do
a little
have
bit.
the rising star joining their ranks.
The off.
the big Jack.
Yeah, off.
There you
People
go.
were going to, that'll be his thing. It'll be like, he's going off.
He's jacking off. He's been caught jacking off.
It's always an intellectual chat, isn't it? Alrighty, Junior Boy, our good friend to our left in the mustard-coloured shirt,
As always.
as like as a uniform. is some.
I like it.
How often do you wear
How
it?
many have you got? Have you just got one?
That's enough. I got this one. I got a slightly different one as well.
What's also
More of a
mustard?
brown.
You sure?
It's a different material to what I was
I
expecting.
This
feel
is the Uniqlo.
It's well different. Why is it? Is that because you've worn it
It's
so
cashmere.
much?
No, I think it's because
Is it always that cut like feel?
It's smoother than
it's a
baby's
Uniqlo
body.
shirt.
That's what my.
Yeah, but I own Uniqlo shirts and they don't feel like
that's what.
yeah.
cat skin.
That's what my jocks look like in the Uber home.
And if you did skip, run it back. Our young brother over here, Joey O'Reilly, is getting harassed.
Yep. I
At a
was
workplace.
harassed on my way to work. And just a bit of background about my work. It's in a bit of a dodgy area.
Okay.
It's near Curtin.
I didn't think you were then going to drop the exact addy, but yeah.
The postal code.
Okay, yeah.
There's a lot of businesses around there.
It's an industrial area.
Yeah,
right?
it's an industrial area.
Joey works in a warehouse. It's a forklift operator.
Yeah, exactly. yeah. I work at Curtin.
He cleans the forklifts.
Yeah, exactly.
I work at Ngazi.
You
Flip
wish.
the burgers. Yeah, I do wish. So it's a little bit dodgy. There have been cases where there's been break-ins to vehicles. A couple of weeks ago, I was...
They're onto you.
With the forklift.
Yeah. Bam. Grab whatever you want. And then a couple of days ago, weeks ago, months ago, I was in a meeting room and we were viciously and rudely interrupted by some youths
Oh, wow.
who donned balaclavas,
I
one
wanna
of
hear
which...
this.
While you were at work,
Yeah.
what, during like daytime hours, someone
It
put
was
a
like 3 o'clock.
someone put balaclavas on and came to your place of work.
Yeah, like I'm sitting here at the window, right?
It's like the Sydney Siege type operation.
I'm sitting like back to the window, and
Classic.
the other people in the
The
meeting
window
room.
of the forklift, obviously.
yeah.
He's sitting on the chair. The engine's
on
running.
someone else. Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, and then
Pallets
everyone
in the
starts
air.
going crazy in the meeting room.
Saying, you don't have
And
your
I'm like,
license."
guys, calm down. I know it's a good business plan, but chill. And then, yeah, like we look out and there's two, like, they look pretty young, like teenagers or whatever,
Okay.
in balaclavas. One of them pink. Bold fashion choice.
Oh, right.
And they had like a
Stylish.
saw or some shit. I don't know. They're trying to steal some guy's bike. They didn't do it.
Like a motorbike.
Motorbike, yeah. But then we were like, what the hell's going on? Who are these dudes? And we're like pulling up the blind to have a look and stuff.
Shut
and I think
them.
other people as well were like looking at them.
But no one went out to like.
No,
Cross the
they
street.
then like ran away because they're like, we've been spotted because it's the middle of the day.
Yeah, and I'm wearing a bright high vis
Balaclava.
balaclava.
And then some two dudes came out and like looked at the bike, and but the kids like ran and legged up the hill, and there was another kid there with like a dirt bike or whatever,
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
I was gonna say you need a.
and they made their escape. So yeah, just setting the scene. It can be a bit of a dodgy area,
Right.
and because I get in a bit. So some people at work get in super early, some
But
people
no.
get in on time, some people get in a little late. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Well, what are you?
No, I can still get in around 9-ish.
You're right.
Which is like industry standard, but still feels late when you're in the corporate mule.
Yeah, like Bert and Ernie there at 6 o'clock.
That's
Yeah.
fucked, eh? How are they allowed
That's
to do
nuts.
that?
That's sexy though. Go
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Get a bloody
Um,
root in the morning. Hop on,
Hey,
Bert.
true balloon.
So I park a little bit not at
Give
the
it to me straight.
not at the office,
Face to face.
a little bit down the road. I have to park down the road and around a corner.
Oh my god.
So it
to
is a-
avoid these youths.
No, that's just the only spot where there's like sort of parking left.
What the
And then I need to
Get
go.
there earlier
You
then.
need to do the two
No, but like I get there early and
still.
there's still everyone's there.
Right.
Well, not everyone. Not my team. Other people get there real. I don't know what is with these people. They get there so early and they're everyone's gone.
At
so
2
I-
p.m.
at
everyone's
2
gone. Why don't you leave
Yeah.
earlier then?
Because I'm not getting there early enough.
But that's the good thing about.
Do you have to lock up?
I lock up. No, there are people still there when I leave.
What time are they getting in?
They're on the night.
They
shift.
just do long hours. I don't know.
Right.
These forklift warehouses operate
Yeah.
24/7, man.
So I have to
Goods
park
inwards, goods outwards.
sort of down the road and a bit around the corner
Yep.
from my work, right? So I park there and then I have a lovely stroll
Yeah.
down.
How
and
how lovely in the 40-degree sweltering heat.
it's only like 9 o'clock. And then so I do that and it's a joy of my day because in that area
There's birds.
there are birds.
I knew it. Yeah, there's birds everywhere, bro.
But there are not only are there red-tailed cockatoos,
Oh, nice.
there can also be white-tailed cockatoos.
Oh my god.
The carnabes,
Oh,
one of my absolute
yeah.
favorite birds.
Cannabis.
Endangered species.
That's the TikTok guy, isn't it?
Endangered species, yeah. And I get the joy.
What does that mean?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I get to see them in the morning. And it's lovely. I see them and they're frolicking in the sun. It's great. There's also pink and grey galahs. Sometimes there's little corellas. It's the highlight of my day.
Yeah, that's good.
But
Congrats.
occasionally I will walk a little bit, not on the path, but a little bit in the nature
Right.
Oh.
to see what's going on with the birds.
Yeah.
But then one day, I strayed too far from the path. I was on the road less travelled, and I was a little bit away from the path, which was not to the liking of some straight toughs. Some straight toughs.
Balaclava brothers.
Some of the crims are yelling at you.
Not crims, thugs.
Oh.
It was a family of magpies.
Oh. I
That-
thought you were getting bashed. I was
That-
excited for a moment.
There was like an ibis or something. I just like wanted to have a closer look at it.
It was in the bin.
So I like walked up more like around this tree till I have a look at the ibis.
You are so strange. Like,
And these magpies were not happy about that. They surrounded me, and as I tried to get away, they kept blocking my path. And then I eventually made a break for it,
what do you mean you ran?
and they chased me.
You ran, and the birds chased you.
Run. It was definitely quicker than a walk. And they chased me, and I was turning around, and they were flying after me. I like crossed the road, and they still chased me across.
Is this
the road.
recently?
This was a while ago. So they chased me, but I ended up making it safe.
Nice.
And
Swimming season's fucking terrifying.
But this wasn't even swimming season.
Well, I'm fucked.
And then
not leaving the house again.
I carried on and I avoided them to the best of my ability, but they didn't seem. I didn't go up into the bit that seemed to piss them off. And then today I get to work,
Oh.
and I got there a bit early, which I was kind of happy with, 8:30, and I'm heading into work, and then I do see I'm like, oh, the magpies are like standing around, like kind of on like a perimeter, all of them looking out.
Right.
So
like
I was
security
like-
guards at Optus Stadium.
I was like, I'm across the road. I don't like the look of that. So I crossed the road, and then one of them fucking saw me. And so that one flew over
to you.
to me and cut me off there. I'm like, bro, I'm already crossing the road.
What the hell?
Leave me alone. And then the 6 other ones sort of flew.
What?
Yeah, and then they sort of like all in front of me, and they're like, "Wah!" And then they were like, yeah, sort of like, like staunching me a bit. And I'm like on my bag, and I'm like, get back, which apparently you shouldn't do.
Attack
But
back.
I was a little bit lost. Anyway, so I end up, they follow me.
Once you put sunnies on, they can't really hurt you.
Yeah, I didn't have sunnies.
Put safety glasses
Um,
on, and you should be.
And then so they kind of like followed me, and I was like walking back, and I was like, come on, guys. Like, it's all right,
You're
guys.
trying to talk to
Trying
them.
to like, bargaining with them. Anyway, so I go all the way back up around the corner. They're still following me. I'm still walking backwards. I then get in my car.
A lot of walking backwards in this week's episode.
I get in my car. I sit there for a couple minutes because I'm kind of, dare I say, in shock. And then
This is fun.
my plan was to park on the other side of the building and walk across that way.
So you still haven't entered work. You've had to
No,
go back.
I've been at work. I've been on the clock for like 15 minutes.
You've had to
It was fine.
retreat back to your car.
I've gone back to my car, yeah. And then they're all sort of around the car. And then they start like...
yeah, around the car.
run them down.
Yeah, and then they start... Like doing
Oh my
this big
god!
thing.
What did you do to them?
Anyway, so I drive... Nothing. I didn't do anything bad.
Are they trying to mate with you? Is it mating season?
Beyond. Anyway, so then I drive to the other side of the building. And I have to walk even further. And I was very lucky to get a park there because I never really parked there before. And I had to walk even further, and I get to work. And I'm like, been attacked. Had a long walk. It's hot. I'm like sweaty because of like the stress.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, anyway, it's pretty rough today. And now, I don't know, that's where I park now, I guess.
Alrighty, boys, it's time for our favourite weekly segment. It's our only weekly segment. It's time for our Everyday Hero.
Now, the Bali trip wasn't all bad, guys. A hero arose.
Ooh.
But it wasn't in Bali.
Funny that.
It was actually took place moments before the story that took place at the start of the episode.
Okay.
Merely seconds before. That's right. During the process of booking said DD.
Alright, from the Perth airport home.
That's right.
Yeah,
Perth
okay.
Airport, about to get home.
Pants are empty.
Not yet. Oh, yeah, right
Yeah.
now they're
What a-
clean.
what a
And
time.
you've got the world as your oyster. You've just got
I'm looking up. This weekend is going to be the best. This Uber drive is going to be the least pooey of all time. Anyway, so yeah, I've just been in another country for the first time in my life, speaking to so many people who speak foreign languages. Da da da.
In English.
What does that mean?
You're speaking to them in English.
Yeah, but like, just like surrounded by so many people.
Foreigners.
Yeah, just such
Yeah, okay.
culture.
Oh,
right?
yeah, okay.
Culture.
Just doing it. Would you say you've done Bali?
Oh, fuck no. I've done Bali belly.
Mastered it.
And in fact, I never will do Bali.
Yeah.
I veil to not return. But anyway, love the people. Love the people.
Oh, lovely
Bali.
people. Let's
Oh,
get them out of there. Let's help these crew.
Let's get all 277 million of them out of there, right?
Absolutely. Let's do it. Let's find somewhere for them.
We've got room in the Northern Territory.
We got room in somewhere.
Nah, I think we're all good. Anyway. Anyway.
Let me don't bring your dogs. The dogs are a bit scary.
The dogs and the cats.
Have you
and
been
the
to
water
Bali?
and
No.
The wildlife is... You reckon you're scared of the birds, mate? Wait till you see the Bali wildlife.
Yeah. Anyway.
Sometimes you question whether it's like...
Even the birds, man. I wouldn't even. Yeah. Just the only good thing about Bali is the people.
And I'd say the flight home. The flight home's always pretty good.
The IV drip.
Yeah, the IV drip. Anyway. Lovely people. Though, lovely
Oh,
people.
yeah, the greatest.
But got home and I was like, oh, just so happy to be back into the Australian culture, the culture I've grown up with, the culture I know and love.
Yeah, it's been
And-
3 days.
And then we were about to book the DD, and this gentleman like came up behind me, and was like, he obviously wasn't from Australia.
Okay.
He like spoke a bit of broken English, and his phone wasn't working because obviously he hadn't had any sort of SIM or data in the country. So
he's from Bali coming to Perth.
I don't know. No,
Fuck, you'd feel like the king, wouldn't you?
No, he wasn't Balinese. He wasn't Balinese. He was.
What did he sound like?
I don't know.
So he's just from another. He's from another flight
Somewhere
at
else.
the
I don't
airport.
even know if he called my flight, but I just saw him on the curb while we were trying to leave the airport. He came up behind me and was like, "Hey, can I have your phone?"
Probably not.
Sorry, buddy.
Probably
In these parts, you're gonna need to try a bit harder than that.
And I was like, I literally didn't say a word. I just turned around like, I'm so done. I haven't eaten in 92 hours. I'm so done,
And you
man.
bit him.
I was like, I just turned around and he was like, "Can I have your phone?" And I just looked at him, and he
Such
was
a
like,
bold offer. Such a bold offer.
he was like, "I need to make a call. I have no service." And I was like,
what-
still looked at him,
Sounds
I
like a
was-
you problem.
just really thinking like, "Fuck."
Should I hit this dude?
I was literally just thinking like,
Do you reckon after the week you've had, if you assaulted him and like the police started speaking to
Insanity
you,
defense.
they'd just be like, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised you stopped hitting him.
and then I just looked at my mate who was booking the DD. I can drop his name. Kozo. I looked at him and I was like,
It's been on the pod before, actually.
"Oh yeah," and I just looked at him and I was like, "Oh," and then he was like, "Yeah, you can borrow my phone," and then he was like, "No, I don't need like the phone, just like even hotspot works." So then he
Okay.
hotspotted him,
Start with that then.
and then and then he put on his hotspot, and then the guy just got his password or whatever, made the call, and I was just like, "Damn!" In a period where I really wasn't willing to help, the request that he originally gave me. If he asked for hotspot, I probably would have gave it to him. But my friend Kozo was like, "We've had such a trip." And we're here now. And we're so close to being home. And this final curveball has come around the corner. And he's offered him his hotspot so this guy could find his way home. Or to the place he was visiting.
Right. We love it.
That's why he
It's
wins
nice.
every
It's
year.
simple.
It's simple.
And it's-
Very simple.
No, it's not bad. It's bad. I think that alone we wouldn't accept. But I think once
After the week you've had,
yeah, I think to be critical of this might end a few things. It might be the last episode. Yeah,
I reckon it's
it might. Yeah, yeah, it might be one of the worst we've ever had. But we'll take it, Ryan. Kozo, whatever your name is, whatever we're calling you, congratulations. That was fantastic.
Hotspot Hero.
The name rides itself.
This week you're winning episode 232. They're not dwindling with quality, I promise. You're winning this week's Every Day Hero. Alrighty, boys, that just about brings us to the end of another episode of the pod. An episode I'm very fortunate that we got done, to be honest. There was a few international issues. There was a few not being able to get... I'd normally sound rather like high-pitched and nasally, but today I don't know it's coming
Definitely
across.
nasally today.
Yeah, I feel... what a curse to feel even more nasally than I normally do. Like, golly gosh.
Yeah.
It's high-pitched. I'll give you that much for free. What are we doing? Well, we got radio on Saturday. Hopefully
Yep.
we're all
Up and about.
back ready to rock. Hopefully neither of you get crook from me sitting here as well, because I'm not sure how I got sick. Everything I did last week, I did with you guys. Well, not a bit of both. I think I was with you near on the whole weekend.
Yeah, and then you came down with it.
And the fact that you didn't get sick, especially like you of all people, like
Joe probably has had that.
Joe's paying
Yeah.
$1.02 to get sick, like any given
Yeah, it's
day.
about it. Summer's ending.
Every time I've gotten sick for like the last 2 years is because you two have both been sick, and then it's
Fucking
hey,
bullshit.
let's sit in a room for an hour and a half.
The day that this comes out is the last day of summer, which means that it's starting to get a little bit cooler.
That's when Joey's gonna go
Which
down.
means Joey's going to be doing a couple of these ones
Oh yeah.
till December 1st, guys.
That's
So
when
get ready.
That's when we welcome back our fourth member of the show,
Sniffles
McGee. He sits right
Shut
next
your mouth.
sits right next to Joey's
He
mic.
sits right in between Joe his and his microphone. That big thing he calls his nose.
The games that we're playing on radio, make sure you're tuning in. We do share the episodes on the feed, and we have noticed so many people are tuning in to those respective shows as well.
Joe's winning at
Which
the
has been
moment.
Yes, me and Sniffles McGee are taking it out this year.
There's a game series we've got going. I've won 2 games. Jake's won 2, and Joe's won 3.
And the games change each and every week. And this week, I believe, Riley, you're hosting our favourite game, which is a Rewind Rhythm.
That's right, baby.
Yes.
It's rearing its ugly head.
And it's a great game. It's a game we can't play on the radio, and we can't play
on the podcast.
On the podcast.
It's radio specific.
Yes.
So
You
if
can catch it on the restream.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
We just podcasted.
that's true.
Anyway.
Let's not get into the semantics. Our lawyers will speak to you.
It's a radio game. Yeah, it's a radio game.
But yeah, tune in live as well. It's on all the games that we play are just after 9 o'clock. So if you do find yourself waking up and you're like, oh, I'm going to miss the full show, that's all right. Just wake up and just tune in from. That's how radio works.
Yeah, just tune in whenever and listen.
Yeah.
107.9, and we're on from 8 till 10 every Saturday morning.
We are indeed. And before we do go, got a big couple of weeks planned on our end. We won't share any information, but keep peeping the social pipes because there's plenty of stuff that we're discussing. What we will share, though, is the Oodies
Oh, they're flying out the door.
are selling like hotcakes because, as Riley mentioned, it's getting cooler.
That's
Yes.
And there's nothing cooler. We mentioned previously the footy. You can get Oodie like footy
Footy
colour.
Oodies.
Yeah, footy Oodies. Essentially, you got footy coloured specifics. Specific Oodies. I'm sick and I don't feel very
They're
well.
like logos and
And-
shit on the hoodie.
Yeah, Oodies are great. And if, look, Mother's Day isn't for a while, but if your parents have a birthday, bam, done.
When's Mother's Day?
May, June,
May.
May.
Mama's
It's in
birthday is in June.
We
No,
wouldn't
it's in
dare
May.
get Mum a third hoodie, would we?
May. We could.
Yeah,
We could. But yeah, jump in the link in our bio. There is a discount link there. You can go and grab yourself a discounted Oodie. We'd bloody love to help you guys out.
Yeah, and if you get one, send us a pic of it. Or don't. Whatever.
It's like the creepiest thing I've ever heard.
Oh,
Especially
no,
because in a
just
few
like
of the ads we mentioned like, and don't wear anything underneath it.
Yeah.
Leave it up to our imagination, though.
Yeah, it's a big hoodie. You can't see anything. You can wear whatever you want.
Or whatever you want.
Whatever you don't.
Boys, it's been an absolute pleasure until we do this time next week. Stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember to.
Go give your mum a hug.
It's ciao for now. Run off for it.
Thank you so much for being a part of the pack. If you enjoyed this week's episode, make sure to leave a little comment in the Spotify box below telling us what you liked. Or slide into our DMs. That's right, they're nice and juicy. They're very wet in there. You can slide in. Or you can just tell a mate.
Share
just,
it with your mates.
Just share it with your mate. You
Share
know
it with
what-
the lads or the girls.
Oh yeah, just share it. Just share it around. Tell people that you're enjoying it. And tell people that you like being a part of a community. The pack. Without you guys, we're just Mac. But with you guys, we are the Mac Pack. Thanks, guys.